Alright guys, this is going to be a review of an eBay purchase. It's an MT3 shell mill holder. I think it's a 50 millimeter arbor shell. So we're going to be reviewing. It's my first review here, so be kind guys. Alright, let me get this opened and we'll inspect it. Alright guys, so finally got them out of the packages. Boy, they had them wrapped up pretty good. They had a trash bag and a bunch of tape with the labels on the outside. So there you can see the tool designation there. And of course they got tape on it. Let's see, does this one? I don't think this one does, so there we go. Sorry, excuse me, trying to do this one-handed. There's a pack of 10 carbide inserts there. Comes in a neat little case there. Keep them separate. That way you're not banging around, chipping your edges. Carbide's pretty brittle stuff, man. But I've seen a lot of guys that have done reviews where they just had them in a baggie, almost like a Ziploc baggie, banging around the whole trip from China. Nice, huh? All right, so let's look at the arbor itself. Excuse the fingers, guys. I was working on a lift for my lathe. You can see the tool designation there. It looks like an MT3 arbor to me. Let's get this out of the package and then we'll visually inspect it. Okay. All right, guys. So took the liberty of taking it out of the package. So far, it doesn't look bad. Let's see. There we go. Focus. So yeah, not feeling any major tool marks. Doesn't look like there's any burrs that I can feel. Just for comparison's sake here, this is a MT3 to my lathe here. Probably made in the same place too. It looks, actually the finish is a little bit better. I can actually feel tooling on my lathe MT3 and none on this eBay purchase here. All right, so let's get the head out of the package and I'll go ahead and put it in the carbides and we'll take a look at that. All right, guys, so we got the head out and I was pretty pleased. They sent me, this appears to be steel. The one purchased was an aluminum head. This looks to be a black oxide finish. There's some tooling marks in here, but all in all, it's not too bad. The carbide inserts snugged right up in there. No chips that I could see on them. See if I can get a picture of that. No burrs. Of course, you always got that protective cosmeline on there. Anything imported, from guns to tooling, man, it's all over everything. Let's get a shot of that number there, so you'll have that as a reference. Yeah, that doesn't affect anything there, but the finish on the outside, man, it's nice. So let's get it on the shell mill and see how she fits on. All right, guys, so we got the head fitted on there. I did notice one little place that you can see right in here. That's not going to affect anything. But otherwise, it looks pretty good. Looks like there's a little bit of machining issues. Probably just banging around a little bit, but it doesn't look like anything that would affect anything, in my opinion anyway. I did mention the head being aluminum. What I meant to say aluminum finish, not aluminum itself, the body with the aluminum. I don't know what kind of finish they put on there, but I like the black oxide a lot better. Just haven't had good experiences with those silver finishes and stuff. But it looks pretty decent. For the money, anyway. I think it was like $35. And it was free shipping too, so which isn't bad these days. A lot of places kill you on the shipping. It's a little dents and whatnot, but it doesn't have. Let's see if I can get that on camera. Hear that? It's my fingernail against the ridging on my lathe MT3 adapter here. So it's a little bit better finish. So you can't hear that. Yeah. So I think it'll turn out to be fine for what I do anyway. I'm not making aircraft here. I'm gonna say space shuttle, but that sure would have dated me. And probably a lot of you guys too. Well, hope you found this informative, and stay tuned. Trying to get more reviews out and do a little gunsmithing on this channel. Also run a J. Stevens Arms and Tool and J. Stevens Arms Collector Facebook page and group. I've been running that for a few years now. It's a pretty specific group, but a lot of people disregard these guns as farm guns and, utilitarian truck guns and whatnot. But I've enjoyed collecting them. Started a long time ago, 40 years ago maybe. Made a little over that. My dad giving me my first shotgun, which was a Stevens 258A 20 gauge bolt action. I still have that gun, although it's been through a few changes over the years. When I got it, it didn't have a magazine. The safety was kind of screwy on it, but we got that fixed long ago. And I'll also start bringing out some of the guns and explaining them, explaining the different models. It can be a real confusing world collecting Stevens. As you know, Stevens was one of the largest manufacturers of shotguns in the world, and one of the largest manufacturers of guns, period, in the world. They built many guns for Sears and Roebuck, Montgomery Wards, Western Auto, a lot of them. I'll get into more of that on the channel to come. So if you enjoy these sorts of things, gunsmithing, gun collecting, looking at new machine tools, I'm always on the lookout for reasonable tools for machining and gunsmithing. It can get real expensive trying to tool up if you're just doing this as a hobby. I was a gunsmith, still a gunsmith, I guess, but professionally I was a gunsmith. I went to Yavapai College in Arizona and Prescott Valley. I retired from that a few years ago due to an injury, more of a condition. I couldn't stand at the lathe and the machines anymore. So when I closed up shop, that was it. But I couldn't really stay away for too long. So Ended up ordering a new lathe from Grizzly. It's a M112 gunsmithing lathe, and I'll be reviewing it too on this channel. I'm in the process of building a lift, like I mentioned earlier, so that I can safely lift it up onto the base. Usually I'm just working by myself. My son typically would help, but he has a back injury himself. I've got knee issues. I've had 3 surgeries on my knee in the past few years, and looking at a replacement. So always having to build things to help me get things done. But yeah, like I said, if you enjoy those sorts of things, maybe we'll get into more of building machines and different things like that too. I'm also building a gun stock duplicator, so maybe I'll do a little review on that on the channel. All right. Well, you guys have a great day, and be safe out there. Bye-bye.